Hello, beautiful, wonderful, amazing Starseed Sisters. I am a couple of minutes late because I just wanted to press record, going live. Oops, that's a good one. I just wanted to press going live when the doorbell rang, and one of our neighbors was there telling me that I needed to feed his cats because his father has had a stroke and they need to need to go to the hospital immediately. It doesn't look good. So I needed to spend a couple minutes with him, and what I did is I gave him one of these magical stars here. I have another one for you. And that's a star where all of us can make a wish. And I'm going to release that star by just pressing it together, release all of our wishes, all of our deepest desires to the universe. So that's not planned, but I'm going to do that for us today as well. But now, let me welcome you officially again to the end of year light language activation. And I hope your day is going well so far. I see a good morning here. Good morning. I am live on StreamYard, so I cannot see who posted it. If you want me to know who you are, you would have to mention your name in the post. So today is all about letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore, because I found that this is one of the easiest ways to attract more of what you truly desire. Letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore creates space for something that is absolutely in alignment with who you have become. And we're also going to clear the space and call in or manifest your deepest desires for 2022. There are going to be 3 parts. And for each part, I'm going to ask you a question. And don't worry, even if you just come up with one single answer, that's plenty and that's absolutely enough. I'm going to do 2 different light language activations today. One, so that we can clear the space and make room for what you are calling in. And the second light language activation is going to serve us all to call in or manifest our deepest desires for 2022. And of course, I'm going to encourage you and invite you to share your answers to the 3 questions that I'm going to ask you, or just share what your experience is with this light language activation. Let's get started and dive into the first part. I invite you in this first part to really acknowledge how far you've come, because I know that from myself and I also know it from others. We all have a tendency to remember what didn't work, what we didn't achieve, what mistakes we made, etc. and etc. We tend to see that we didn't come far enough, that we didn't jump high enough, that we didn't achieve things fast enough. And we tend to be blind to the progress that we actually made. And I know 1000% that you and I and all of us made some amazing progress in this almost past 2021. I know you've grown and I know you have evolved in this year. So here's the first question for you. What can you wholeheartedly appreciate in 2021? And I give you some variations of this question. And no matter what pops up, just stay with it. What worked really well in 2021? Or what did you do or experience or create in this almost past year that you are really, really proud of? And feel free to brag. What went really, really well? What can you appreciate? Just stay with it for a moment. What can you really appreciate? What did you do well? What did you experience or create that you're super proud of? And even if it's just one thing, hold on to that for a moment. Allow its energy to move through your body, to expand you. And just staying with it and breathing it in, allowing it to spread through your whole body. All right. And we can move to the second part. We're in the mood, in the right mood for the second part. It's all about what you learned in 2021. What did you learn in 2021 that you can leverage for your future, for 2022 and ongoing? Did you have a special insight this year? Or did you face a challenge that clearly showed you something, which means you learned something, right? Or did you take a risk that showed you something? What did you learn? And how can you make use of this learning, of this experience, of this insight for your future? I see patience. Patience was a learning. That's a good one. That's a good one. So many of us have difficulties being patient. And we ignore that everything is a journey. Everything. And that it's really about the journey and not some end result. So that's a really good one, Erin. Speaking from my own experience, I let go of my German Facebook group and also of the other English Facebook group with about 1,600 members that just didn't feel aligned anymore. It took me some time to let it go, but as soon as I let it go, I felt such a relief. I felt so much freedom. So that's a big, big learning step for me. If you have seen my vision board that I created, you saw that one of the themes, or the major theme for the upcoming year, is that I want to create the structures that support all of me. Because I learned that in order to be that freedom-seeking woo-woo girl, I need to have some structures in place that support all of that femininity and creative part that I have and that I am. So, what are your learnings? What did you learn that you can use moving forward? Even if it's just one thing, that's plenty. I let go of everything toxic and negative. Wow. No more people or things in my life that don't align with me. I just can't relate. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's amazing. All right. Now, after moving to the learnings that serve us, that we can use moving forward, we're moving on to the third part. And that's a very important one, because if we let go of things that don't serve us anymore, it creates miracles, because it creates space for things to, I want to say magically, to naturally flow into our here and now. I can see it, feel it, touch it, reality. And the third question is, of course, what are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to let go of because it's no longer in alignment with who you have become, or it could be a goal or something that you planned to do for a very long time, but it just doesn't feel aligned anymore. It's just sitting on your to-do list, and you don't feel, you don't feel inclined to tackle that anymore. Or it could also be an old story like, I'm not enough, I'm never going to find my divine purpose, I'm invisible, or I don't get the support that I need, or I don't have anything valuable to offer. Or are you carrying around old resentments, a resentment that you haven't let go of? And again, just one thing is plenty. Just one thing creates the space for your desires to come into your here and now reality. I want to do a light language activation to help you let go of what no longer serves you, to clear the space, to send it out of your system so that it doesn't bother you anymore, so that it's no longer part of your energy system. Working on that part of letting go as well. Also, when I make a commitment, when I make a comment, it pauses what you say and kicks me out, and I have to go back in. Oh, sorry for that, Erin. I have no control over that. I have to say, I'm sorry. But I read your comment. Thank you very much for making that comment. So let's backtrack. I just said that I'll do a light language activation. It's going to serve you well because you're just working on that letting go part as well. It's the light language activation to help you let go of what no longer serves you. And while I do this light language activation, I invite you, if you are in a place where you can do that, to close your eyes and just imagine, whether you know it explicitly what you want to let go of or not, just imagine that you're letting go of everything that you don't need anymore, everything that doesn't serve you anymore. And you can just enjoy it, sense it, and feel what's happening, okay? That's all you need to do. All right, taking a sip of tea. If you're in a place where you can do that, I invite you to close your eyes and just take a couple deep breaths in. Imagining, while I do the light language activation, that everything that doesn't serve you anymore leaves your energy system. Koroko ya namarane, ko ya ratende, ko ya navenaye, turula kana yondo, turatela, onavani kenato, turakenda, navena keraka yondo, rurana likayane. Ruranena yondo, tulakanave, urunayandarene, viranno ritayo, viranno levendo, viranno rattayo, orena keranantondo, Iyananabe tiratarayolo tiranenake turuyakayanene Hiranayanoyo vinanarola Hiranayanoyo ononakenarantoyo. I just had the impression that a lot of the stuff, and I'm not surprised, a lot of the stuff that we can let go of is located between our ears. So letting go of a lot of repeating thoughts that we had, old stories that we had that do not serve us anymore. So I want to dive a little deeper and move down into your body. Kerananayo torattalikendo teranalave kurulavanayero inatterannayo turanare rakkanavo iratterannayo namenakeranantolo uyareneyatto uranarande uranerarare kirenaralayondo tiraneremmano tiranerakalayo tiranerannayo tokonakenarantondo runavinayale runavinaranayo runavirattenayo kulunakenatazo rurameteya turanaranakano ruraneteya tokolakenakayondono. All right. And now I'm going to do another light language activation where now that the field has been cleared and I've had a lot of help, your guides are absolutely with you. Your angels are with you. The universe is with you. My soul group is here with you. And this light language is to call in or manifest your soul's desires that are ready to come into your reality. And while I do that light language activation, I invite you to just enjoy the good feelings. Maybe you want to think about something specific that you want to call in, or you can just dwell in some good feelings. All right? Kerannaratte, kerannove, kerannoyane, kululakanayondo, kiranne nikave, kiranare navalatte, kiranne vannaye, aurora kerakantoyo, rurannarimayane, rurattalavendo, rurattanikenale, kulunakenarantaye, viranneritando, luranare rakkarayo, lirattandayono, kulunamanayase, inattereyale, kulanavanayondo, iravereyate, oyonamenayantondo, tuyanarate, tuyanakelendo, turakenaye, tukunayanitaro, lirarendikandunno, yeranarola liranerikkandano, konenaminavayondo. Creating the space for you, just creating the space for your deepest desires to come in. And to make it very clear, you are creating the space for yourself. And you're doing that right now. Korori kenaro tuyatone lendo koyo navanate kurunarani yaro unare nekaye unanare laveno unare nakaye tokola kenakayondo nira ninayaro nira nakendo nira navandate toyola kono yore. And I just felt and saw that your guides have knit a very fine net around you that protects your energy field, but that lets through everything that is good for you, good energies, good feelings, and of course the desires for 2022. And we have that little star that I was talking about in the beginning of the video, and I invite you to make a wish. Make a wish, and whether you are here live or you're watching the replay, make a wish, and I'm gonna press that star in a moment, releasing our wishes, our desires to the universe. So give you a moment to decide on your biggest desire, what is very dear to your heart, what's a deep soul yearning. I'm going to release that. 3, 2, 1. And it's on its way to the universe. All released. Wonderful. So thank you for taking part in the end of year light language activation. And that's the last light language activation for 2021. Have a wonderful rest of the year, and sending you many blessings and much, much love. Erin, thank you so much for being here live, and I can only give it back to you. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day, wonderful rest of the year.